Jamaican girls want to blow it down. My Asian girls want to work it out. Jason Derulo or whoever wrote those lyrics, you're garbage.
Ethiopian girls, though.
Also,
don't forget the
Ethiopian girls, Indian girls, LA, London girls. It's all trash.
Why are they
trash
all
lyrics?
Why are they all ethnicities at first, and then it's LA and
well, no, London and LA start it, and then it becomes Indian, Jamaican, Asian, and then Ethiopian.
It's just like, nah, I don't know, but
LA and London are now
ethnicities.
Like ethnicities.
I mean, yeah. I don't associate with people from LA. In fact, there's a phrase that they say in Boston that's called "beat LA," which we did twice. So whatever.
Trash lyrics, but we'll get to that later. What's up, everyone? This is Nate from Truly Daebak, and this is DaebakCast episode 111. And Jacob's not here once again because we're kind of doing a thing since he's in Korea now where he's probably going to try to be on like every other episode, or if there's like a relevant episode like when we review Epic High, he'll obviously be there if he can. But yeah, we're trying to give him a little bit of a break so that he can like actually have fun and enjoy experience studying
living
abroad
in a completely different country instead of just sitting in his room recording DaebakCast nonstop. Yep.
And the other person here, as always, is Andrew, who has 3 things.
Kind of a sad one to start off with, in all honesty. I don't try to do it on purpose, but Nikki, who is a R&B artist from 88 Rising, recently announced that her mother passed away from just out of nowhere, it seemed. I heard nothing about it until it happened, but her mother passed away from a brain tumor, so all my condolences go out to her. She's probably one of my favorites in 88 Rising outside of like Joji or those guys, but yeah, all my condolences go out. I mean, her mom died shy of 50, so just really, really sad.
Yeah.
On much lighter note, though, which I kind of wish Jacob was here though, because I haven't heard his opinions yet. But on Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, we got our brand new look at the new Pokemon Generation 8. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, aka Pokemon in the UK, or I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like just like amalgamation of Europe.
Mm-hmm. Have you decided what starter you're going with?
I heard the rumor that Scorbunny's 3rd evolution is Fire Electric, so I'll probably go with that, if that's the case.
That'd be cool. I don't know. I don't think we've ever gotten a Fire Electric. Have we gotten a Fire Electric Pokemon, period? I'm trying to think. I mean, no idea. There's a lot. There's way more than I can keep track of. But Fire Electric,
I'm sure there probably is, but that's definitely a rare combination.
I mean, I'm a water starter guy all the way. So, Sobble, I identify with in life.
I have no allegiances.
No, I've been a water starter
I did like
ever since like
Squirtle, Cyndaquil, Torchic, Turtwig. So like I've done them all. Like.
I mean, my sister and I were usually just purists for water starters until Sun and Moon. My sister went with Rowlet instead of going with... I went with Popplio all the way.
I mean, those were the ones I would pick, but me and my brother always did the thing where we traded each other all the starters.
Okay, so you just picked the opposites.
Started with all 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So...
No,
we would like restart the game 5 times.
Oh, at least you aren't like... Jacob, I remember when he was playing Sun and Moon, he restarted the game like 5 times just to get a Popplio that was female.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, people are crazier, like because they restart the game or they save scum trying to get like the right like nature or the right like that sort of thing. Yeah. But I mean, that's way too much for me. I mean, I'm fine with just beating the game without doing any of that stuff. But I mean, let us know in the comments what your starter is. Are you going to be with Grookey? Are you going to go with Scorbunny? Are you going to go with are you going to be a sad boy and go with Sobble? Let us know in the comments. And to close it out, big news, in Western music at least, the Jonas Brothers have reunited and released a song, their first song in God knows how long, like 5 years, 6 years maybe.
Yeah.
Sucker. I just watched the music video before we started recording, just because I wanted to see what it was like, but pretty good. And I was one of those kids back in the day that was like, Jonas Brothers, I'm too cool for that. But I mean, not gonna lie, they have some good music, so yeah, pretty exciting to see them come back after all these years. And
that's
good.
I didn't even realize they like ended or broke up. Like I wasn't sure if they were just doing a hiatus or they just kind of like,
I mean,
or whatever. But
they were on speaking terms in all honesty.
Oh really?
It was that bad for some of them. So I mean, that's good though. That's good that they're back together though. Family, man. That's fucking terrible if you don't want to speak to family.
Yeah, that's messed up since they're brothers, but
yeah,
it happens.
I gotta rep pride of they're literally from New Jersey, so I have to support them. And those are the 3 things as always. Join Discord, it's mucho lit, and as always, we will remind everyone, SoundCloud is no bueno anymore. We are off of SoundCloud.
But if you listen on SoundCloud, you won't hear this. So hopefully you come listen somewhere else once just to find this out.
I'll probably like change the description, be like, this SoundCloud is dead. Go listen on like Spotify or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing we should.
So that's the big news. Is we are now officially on Spotify. You can find us there. Just search DaebakCast or Truly Daebak. I think we should come up for both. All of our episodes are there for the most part. Andrew still has to upload some of the older stuff, but for all the recent stuff's there and our like original stuff's there. I think it's like episodes 27 to 60 or something are missing right now.
I'll get to it.
But yeah, we'll get to it eventually. But yeah, those are missing everywhere. Not just Spotify. But yeah, so we're on Spotify. We are also on Google Play. I don't really think very many people use it, but Google does have a podcast app, and it's actually like a really clean and like really good UI.
I've seen it before.
I downloaded it just to make sure we were there. So yeah, if you have an Android device and you just want to use Google's app, we are on Google Podcasts as well. And we're still on iTunes, obviously, and Stitcher and and then Stitcher just random podcasts, websites, and apps just pull from like Stitcher and Podbean, like without you having to do anything. So we just show up at random places.
Yeah. So if it's a podcasting website or hosting site, in all likelihood we're on it, except for SoundCloud.
Yeah, except SoundCloud now. So yeah, check us out. Now you have more ways to listen to our audio version if you want. I know some people in Discord, like Marlon, were excited that we're on Spotify finally. So
feels so official. It's been a long time.
Yeah, coming. And we didn't do anything. Podbean did it for us, so that's nice.
Yeah,
we're just like, hey, Podbean, can you put us on Spotify? And they did. So but now you know why we switched from SoundCloud. Okay, let's get to topic 1, which is G-Idle's new mini album I Made review. And the starting track is their title track, Senorita.
Oh wait, I thought I was gonna read.
Oh shit, yeah. You're reading. I'm just so used to it.
You're just so used to it. Yeah, I feel it. So, yep, G-Idle, I Made title track, aka the single, because it's not really a title, I guess, but
yeah,
they call it title track anyway. They're starting off with Senorita, which is a cover of the VAV song, but not really. Where to start?
I missed that one.
Hey, I broke the news on that song. I will take that to my grave.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Senorita, where to begin? I guess I'll just like drop the bombshell as it is. Like it makes No look like a better like G-Idle song than what Senorita. Like No, even though it's a CLC song, sounds like it'd be a way better G-Idle song than what Senorita is as an actual G-Idle song. I don't know if that's a spicy take or not, but like
no, I agree with that. I think No fits G-Idle's style better, but I think Senorita is a better song than No.
No,
I think if G-Idle did No, I would like it better because it wouldn't have Sun Yun's grating, terrible voice. But
I'm used to it at this point. I do it every week in friggin' diet dance class, so
yeah,
I'm just used to the nose. But I don't know. It's just I don't know what it is with Cube this year. Like there's something in the water.
To a good start.
Yeah, there's something in the water. There's something that's weird there. And that's the thing, because one of the biggest sort of like praises that Idol had was, oh, like Soyeon and the members are involved in the production process, but part of me maybe thinks that this is like Cube, like sort of self-inserting them here, because I don't know. It's just when I first heard this song, I was like, okay, there's some parts I do enjoy. Okay, this bass line is awesome. Like the horns are kind of okay. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like Idol to me. It doesn't feel like them to me, in all honesty. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be like that guy that's just like really like rude about it or just really blunt about it, but like I really have no other choice but to, like, the best way I can sum this up, it sounds like they took Pepe by CLC, tried to turn it into a sexy Latin song, and it just sounds completely half-assed, in all honesty. And like Idol doing like a CLC style song from back in that era is just it's just completely off the mark from what I sort of enjoyed about the group. So I don't know, it's just, man, just there's a lot of stuff that disappointed me with, like, not just with the actual song itself, but the video itself is okay. The video is probably like the only redeeming factor of it. Like the outfits are just okay. The choreography, on the other hand, is some of the worst I've ever seen, in all honesty. Like, I don't know if you saw that video of them, the live stage choreo, or
I didn't watch it, but I saw everyone complaining about it on Discord.
Oh, they're like, I don't know if they were like tired or whatever, or something happened, but their showcase, the choreography was just all over the place, like really bad. Like, yeah. I know girl group choreography isn't the focus most of the time, but man, it was not good. And I was like, okay, maybe that's just like a one-time thing. And for the most part, it was. Maybe they're just tired or whatever. But even seeing the live stage on like Show Champion or M Countdown or whatever. Actually, no, that's the thing. Apparently, like, Cube is not promoting on Mnet anymore.
MCount. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, everyone just sees Mnet as a rival, I guess, which is why they're just avoiding them at this point. But yeah. On their comeback stage, it was cleaner, but it was still really bad, like basic choreography. Like, I think everything about this song seems lazy to me. Like a lot of the drop is as cool as the horns are. It's just like you couldn't have thought of a better or more interesting thing than just like da 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 da. Like, and normally you can get away with doing a drop like that if the choreography is somewhat intricate, but they're literally just it's just them standing there just doing like voguing and like hand motions or whatever. And I feel like, again, I'm not a dancer or anything, but I feel like even I could write or think of some interesting choreography. Like, you go out of your way to write a Latin song and you're not gonna do some like cool, there's 6 members in this group, you're not gonna do some cool like partner dancing, like actual Latin dance type thing. You could have tried at least. And the song just feels like they didn't try at all, in all honesty. So that's why I'm angry about it, just because they had something here. It just comes off so half-assed.
Yeah, I pretty much agree. I don't think I hate the song as much as you seem to do. So like overall, I like the focus on the bass and like the minimalist instrumentals in the beginning. But I think, like, the song, like you said, is just too boring and like safe. It doesn't really go anywhere. And there's nothing really interesting about it, is like my major issue with it. Like,
and boring and safe is about the last thing you'd sort of want to associate with Idol after when you first heard them.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, and this is like, even including all the album tracks on this album, I think this is their worst song.
Yep.
Like, I think all the album tracks are better. I think obviously Han and all of I Am were miles ahead of this.
Way better.
So yeah, I think it was a bad choice for title or for the single. and it was just it just seems lazy. I really don't like the male vocals. They're just like weird and really creepy sounding. Like I know they're trying to go for that like sexy Latin like vibe, but it just sounds creepy in the song.
Not even joking. I think that one Senorita sample has more lines than some actual members.
Oh no, yeah, it has, because I think who was it? Is it Shua that has like nothing? All she has is the whoa-ohs parts. Yeah, that's literally her only lines are whoa-ohs.
That's
so
bad.
Yeah, that's bad too. So yeah, I don't think the song's horrible, but yeah, like I said, I think it's their worst song. Because it's just too boring and safe, and like for I Am was just so good, and they just tried so many different things and they all worked. But then like you said, the song itself I'm okay with, and I think it's boring and safe, but it's not bad. But everything about the like concept is just not good. Like for me, I thought the music video was not good. It's just so much horrible CG, and like nothing really happens throughout the whole music video. Like it's just,
did you notice they barely showed the choreography in the music video? Like
yeah, exactly. And then like I think the styling's okay, but yeah, like the music video is not good, and the choreo, yeah, like you said, is just super boring and safe too, and like not like catchy or intricate at all. Like it's a complete opposite of their last two singles. Like Han had such amazing choreo, and La Tata did too, that like
how do you go from that to this?
Exactly, like Han's choreography was so iconic, and I don't know what happened. So yeah, it's just overall it's just a huge disappointment, I think, is the biggest problem. I don't think it's a bad song. I don't think any part of the song is really that bad. Like I don't think the song's bad. I don't think the choreo is bad. I think the music video is bad, but it's just the song and the choreography are just too boring and safe is the problem.
And just one more note for me is how they ended it was so dumb. Like it's basically just Yuki just saying hoo like over and over. Like that went on for what felt like a minute or whatever, and they just ended it like that. Like that's a really bad way to end a song. Just like on like a repeated. It's basically they took the bridge and then they just copy pasted it till the very end of the song. I'm just like that's, again, I'm not a songwriter, but it sounded horrible to me, in all honesty. So go ahead and read Jacob's notes.
Jacob's notes, in seeing what he says. Which are the opposite of us, basically. He said the deep bass that's present throughout the whole song is definitely a centerpiece in terms of what populates the sound space in the song, which I think we both agree with. I love the piano chords that kick in once Sujin begins singing. Upon first listen, the song felt quite disjointed, but the more I listen to it, the more I like it. At this point, I think I've determined that it's really not a problem for me. The song is super catchy, and I'll be listening to it often. So I guess it seems like he thinks the catchiness outweighs the simpleness of it.
I mean, again, maybe it's just because I can't divorce the visual elements from like the Senorita. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, if it had an awesome like dance break or whatever, maybe I could forgive them just saying Senorita like a billion times. But no. Cooper, on the other hand, said, "This song took me a few listens to get into. The MV is honestly pretty lame. I like the creativity of the sets and design, but the choreo and styling are some of the worst I've seen for a big girl group in recent memory." And I agree with that 100%, which just hurts my heart because I love G-Idol so much, but that's the truth. It's very uninspired in my opinion. However, the song I think is pretty good. I still like Han more, but I think this is better than La Tata as far as title tracks go. What?
He doesn't like La Tata.
What?
He's weird. He doesn't like La Tata. I don't understand it.
La Tata is probably... La Tata might be one of the best girl group songs of like the decade. Like, not even joking.
No, he thinks it's like one of their worst songs.
Oh God.
I don't understand it.
Everyone in the comment. I said everyone in the Cooper. Flame the comments. Everyone in the comments. Flame the comments. Yes. No, just kidding. Anyway, moving on. We have What's Her Name, which is a cover of the
4-minute song.
4-minute song. Yep. I thought it was for like a hot minute when I first heard it.
That would be funny.
That would be hilarious.
They are both cube groups.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's just a Cube thing where there's been instances where Cube just has like different groups just use the same goddamn title of the song, and they just don't care. So What's Your Name? It's kind of like this EDM tropical house type song, which the second I heard this, I was like, oh, thank God. I was just like, it sounds so much better than I kind of feel physically pained listening to Senorita.
It was funny, like, because this is tropical house, and it's funny to think that you like were happy to hear it. Is my literally actually the note I didn't read from Senorita that I like should have is I feel like Latin songs are the new tropical house in K-pop.
It totally is.
100%. Like every group's doing a Latin song now, and I'm just like, this is the new tropical house, but I don't like it as much as tropical house. So now I understand why everyone was so upset about hearing tropical house.
Because it just kind of lacks creativity at this point, which I guess was my problem with like tropical house. But I mean, I guess the tropical house elements weren't even my favorite part of the song. It was the chorus when it just sort of kicked into that EDM part. But what ruins the song for me is that literally after every single part of the chorus, it's just like there's this random forced like trap breakdown that they do. I'm just like, it kills the song. It totally kills the song for me. Like I can't even it's one of those situations where I'm literally going to like get the MP3 of this, go into Audacity, cut out that stupid trap break, and then just like listen to that from now on, just because it adds nothing of value to this song. And it's another one of those situations where it just makes me angry that, again, I know like Soyeon's trying to be like cool and hip and edgy or whatever, but you don't need to. There's enough going on between just like the EDM elements and like the tropical elements. You don't have to like force feed like trap breakdowns all the time. Like imagine how annoying Boom Boom would be if there was a trap breakdown. Like, you know how like there's there's a trap break after the first verse. Imagine they did that after every chorus. Like that's basically like the kind of like amount of annoyance I feel like I get from the trap breakdown in What's Her Name.
Yeah. For me, it didn't bother me. I think this is a much better song than the 4-minute song as well as Senorita. Obviously, I love tropical house, and this definitely has tropical house elements. But I really like the drop, like you said. Once it goes into that drop, that EDM chorus. I like the mix of like the super hard hitting like brass synths mixed with like the higher woodwindy distorted like synth. I don't know really how else to describe it. It kind of sounds like a oboe, like a distorted synthy oboe. So like I like that mix of like the brass and the woodwind synthesized doing like this drop. I think the vocals for the chorus are like pretty repetitive, but they're catchy, so like it makes up for it. I think it's the right mix of catchy. It's not annoying repetitive, it's catchy repetitive.
Like how Senorita was annoying.
Yeah. And I think I love the vocal build during the pre-chorus. I think it's really good. Yeah. I didn't mind like the breakdown part. It was definitely my least favorite part, but I didn't mind it. That didn't ruin the song for me. This is probably my favorite song. We'll see. I'm not actually sure. I need to give this album a few more listens before I can really pick a favorite. But this is up there for me.
And we're both in agreement that like every single one of these songs that come after Senorita would make like a better lead single than Senorita
100%.
Like this one, I think you could like the choreography for this one. You can make so much more intricate than friggin' Senorita. What they did with Senorita. So,
yep. Jacob said, "I love just how big this song sounds. Even in the pre-chorus build-up where it clears up, it sounds huge. The breakdown wasn't as good as I was hoping, but it's still pretty strong. The build-up was stronger than the breakdown is all. The singing members' voices sounded amazing in this song."
And Cooper's thoughts were, "This song I'm torn on. It's clearly the most hype song on the album, but something feels off with the production. Like kind of sloppy almost. I still enjoy listening to it though." So I think, Cooper might have the same issue that I do. It's just like all the random, just like intermixing of different genres. It just kind of to the detriment of the song, unfortunately. But it's still something I enjoyed. Next, we have Put It Straight, and this honestly might be my favorite of the entire album, just because it's arguably the most idle song on the entire on the entire like mini album. Like when I think Idol, like this is like the song that I think of with them. It kind of sounds like it's almost like a sequel of sorts to Han, just got that same kind of like mysterious vibe to it. And even this like slow song that barely has any like actual coherent lyrics, I feel like you could make so much more. There's so much more creativity oozing out of it just hearing the song than actually what we got with Senorita, and that had like dancing and like MV and everything, like just like the tiny details in the song, especially. Again, the songs like this is where I love when Soyeon is a producer or helps produce. No surprise, actually, this song and like the next one are produced or were co-produced by the same person in addition to Soyeon, so which coincidentally ended up being my two favorites, but we'll get to that. Like, I'd say my favorite parts are there's a like awesome like guitar riff that you kind of hear during the chorus, or there's these like really nice piano notes that kick in during the second verse, like after the chorus is kind of done and it goes through a bit of that silence. Like, I'd say how I rationalize this song is it's basically Idol's trying to do a ballad song but still maintaining their style, and it fits them perfectly. Like I want them to push the envelope and make a title track like this. Like don't be afraid. Like I feel the style that like they've sort of formulated around themselves as a group, or what Cube has sort of put around them as a group. I don't feel it should be restricted to just like hype, like EDM or like tropical house or like songs like Senorita. Like you can get the feel of Idol in a song like this just as much as you could in Senorita or Han or La Tata.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the song had such an amazing like focus on vocals, and they did such a great job. I know like Soyeon gets the most like focus in this group because she like produces for them, and she's like the leader and the
she
main
writes all
rapper
the lyrics
and everything. She writes all the lyrics and she does almost everything. And so obviously she gets like all these rap focused or like rap versus like solos and stuff. So I thought like anytime the group gets to showcase its vocals like this much, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love how like the mysterious minimalist instrumentals. I think it fit the song very well. It fit the vocal style they have very well. And it gives the song just a great feeling, as well as the great focus on the vocals. Mm-hmm. I really, really like the song. And like you said, I think it fits their style perfectly.
Yeah.
Jacob said, again, the production on this song is insane. I love how rich and full the track sounds. The deep bass synths really fill up the space and bring focus to the crisp, clear vocals, which sound fantastic. This is probably my favorite song on the mini album. The instrumentals and vocals pair up so well. I love it.
And Cooper echoed a lot of our sentiments. He said, easily my favorite song on the album. I love the eerie vibe the song has. Light piano and synths make it really atmospheric. The vocals are emotive and powerful at the same time. Top 3 Idol songs for sure. High praise, definitely. I just feel like you get so much more out of this, just like audibly and descriptively than what we got out of Senorita. So,
yeah, definitely.
Next we have, Give Me Your. Give me your what?
What? You left us hanging.
Yeah, that bothered me so much. But
then, what bothered me actually is the fact that Senorita is the only song on the album that doesn't have a 3-word name.
Yeah.
Because this literally, like, because this was cut off to Give Me Your, I was like, oh, they all have 3-word names. That's interesting. And I was like, oh wait, the single is just 1 word.
Yeah, ruined. Hashtag
that bothers
ruined.
me.
Anyway. What a completely different like change of pace for what you'd expect from Idol, and I don't mind it. I love these songs. I love these types of songs. Mm-hmm. Any song where Soyeon gets to sing in a more normal voice than just her rap singing style, I am all for 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like she has more versatility than just the rapping element of her singing.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Yeah, I this is something I could see them going forward with, even as it's just album tracks. So I surprisingly enjoyed this. More than I thought I would.
Yeah, I love this like slower, loungy sounding song. The instrumentals are just like the piano, the bass, and the drums. It's just like very classic lounge style. I really like the call and response during the second verse. Anytime groups do that where there's like talking that's kind of like responding to the singing, I always enjoy hearing that. And the bass line's just really smooth and interesting. That definitely stood out to me a lot. Jacob said, this is a much different style than we've seen from I-DLE before, much more lighthearted and childlike, which is fresh to hear. The song reminds me of something we'd hear from an SNSD B-side track, which is maybe why I like it so much. The dancing piano used to keep the tempo throughout the song is really fun. Miyeon's vocals especially stood out to me in the song out of all the members.
Cooper enjoyed it as well. He said, I wasn't expecting something so jazzy from them, but this is a nice light track to break up the album. So at this point, like anything to just, I think, anything that's not Senorita, I was just like, oh, thank God. Like at this point in the album, basically, I'm just like, oh, please don't go back to that. And closing out the album, we have, it was a pre-release track that I had no idea was coming out at first, in all honesty.
I didn't realize they were doing a pre-release.
Like, randomly dropped the music video without, like, any notice behind it. It's called Blow Your Mind, and this was produced by Minnie and Flobo.
It's
pretty big Q producer, but yeah,
it's one of the only song not produced by Soyeon,
which is a big sort of, I guess, thing. It might say something about my preferences to Soyeon's production lately if I say that I like this way better than Senorita. I feel like it's way...
I do too.
I mean, it's not perfect. Like I feel like for the most part it's way better produced than Senorita. And if I'm just comparing, these are the two singles, quote unquote, and I feel like both singles kind of feel like CLC Pepe era, in all honesty. Like this one especially.
This definitely,
Yeah. I'd say the only like bad part about it is just like the do. Oh,
you don't like it? I like the weird breakdown.
It's just like quarter notes, and like I just feel I could do something more interesting than that. I mean, it's a tiny part of the song, so it doesn't ruin it completely, in all honesty. But
I think the focus is on like using the weird vocal sample type things. Like the fact that it's a simple melody, but it's made interesting by the like weird like style they use for it.
I mean, even something like this could get a more interesting choreography, or like,
oh, definitely.
Just why did they pick Senorita? Why did they do Senorita in the first place? Because like compare all the other songs of this album compared to Senorita, and Senorita is like the black sheep. It sounds that there's no cohesion with it compared to the rest of the songs whatsoever.
Yeah. Like I said, compare it to their entire discography, and it's the same way. Like, all of I Am plus Han are just infinitely better than Senorita, and the rest of this album as well. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's so out of place.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts?
For my thoughts, I really like this song. I think the one thing that like I wish was better, like the fact like the beat is really standard. I think like it could use a little bit more work on the beat, just making it a little more interesting. Until the weird breakdown. That's when the beat gets a little weird. But I like the weird breakdown. So like even though it is simple, I like the weird sounds and stuff they use for it. So it made it stand out to me. The vocals are fantastic throughout. Soyeon's rap, I think, is one of her best.
Oh, definitely.
It was really good in the song.
It's funny that the song that isn't written by Soyeon,
she didn't make. She has like her best rapping.
I was like, what?
Yep. And then whatever part is before the weird breakdown, because I can't decide. I was trying to think of this. I can't decide if the weird breakdown is the chorus or if it's like the post-chorus.
That's definitely 100%. That's a post-chorus.
So then I really like the chorus.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, I don't know if it's the pre-chorus and the breakdown is the chorus or the other way around. I really like the chorus. It's simple but catchy.
Best part of the song, easily.
Yeah. And then I think the bridge is awesome. It has like a really interesting guitar part. I wish it was brought up more though, because it's kind of in the background. But that guitar part was really good. Also, I think I love the MV. I love behind the scenes MVs, and this one's just from their trip like to San Francisco. Them having fun and stuff.
And the screenshot is perfect because it's Yuki.
yeah. Well, there weren't any good group shots in the music video, so I was like, whatever. I'm gonna get this picture of Yuki in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. But yeah, I thought the music video was fun, way better than Senorita's music video, in my opinion. So yeah, I loved it. Jacob said this song was written and composed by Minnie. The song is also one of the best songs from the album, and in my opinion, gives Put It Straight a run for its money in my mind. What? Did I do something wrong?
I'm gonna have to hard cut this. This is a long pause.
What?
Oh.
Can you not hear me?
Oh no, yeah, you froze for a bit. I'll just hard cut it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyway,
so did you get the end of my thoughts? Or
no, I missed.
What was the last thing I said?
I forget. I think you were just saying yeah, you just said and then nothing happened.
No, I started reading Jacob's thoughts.
Just go to Jacob's thoughts.
Okay. Jacob said this song was written and composed by Minnie. The song is also one of the best songs from the album, and in my opinion, gives Put It Straight a run for its money in my mind. I think everything about it is really fun and catchy, especially the chorus. An effective hook can often make a song amazing. So similar to what we thought.
Yep. And Cooper said, this is Minnie's first try as a producer, and I think she mostly succeeds. I know Soyeon helped write it too. She seems to really enjoy their weird oohs and whoos and foos and whatever, which I think will turn some people off, me, and eventually will become tired, but I still enjoy it from them. The MV is shot from the reality show, which is nice. They all have really unique personalities and interactions, so I definitely recommend watching it. So, did you catch their show? Or
I haven't watched it yet.
I know that's your thing, watching just random reality shows of groups, but okay, now on to the scores. So again, for those that are new, we scored out of a possible 10 points, we give a maximum of 7 to music, a maximum of 3 to concept, which encapsulates the video, album art, choreography, other elements, how much we like the group, who's cute, I don't know. So on my end, this was me kind of being lenient, in all honesty. For the singles, I separate my music points, split it into 2. So for the single, I gave it 2 out of a possible 3.5. Just most of that's going to blow your mind, but yeah, I don't know. I'd say neither of the singles were the highlights of this album, in all honesty, because I ended up giving 3 out of 3.5 for the album tracks, just because friggin' like. Put It Straight and Give Me Your were just some of the best songs I've heard. So I really enjoyed it, and I hope that's like, please stay with that stuff. Less Senorita. Like, stick with that.
Yeah.
Concept, I gave a 1 out of 3. I like normally that's like a really harsh on my end, but I feel like that's kind of being lenient, just because as much as I enjoyed the outfits and like some of the video, man, that choreography just pissed me off, because I feel I-DLE is way better than this. They are way better than this, and I'm not going to be as lenient, in all honesty, if they just pull something off like this again, just because there's a reason why they were like up there for like possible like rookie of the year and like possible like mini album of the year awards for us. Like, you can't they can't settle for just okay, in all honesty, just because there's just we've seen way too much good out of this group for them to just settle for okay. So
yeah,
grand total of 6 out of 10 for me.
Yep. So for me, I gave a 5.5, or no, sorry, I gave a 6 out of 7 for music. I really liked everything. I don't hate Senorita, but it's definitely what made it lose a point. Was Senorita just being safe and boring. But yeah, so overall I like the album's music a lot. I just wish Senorita was better. But I also gave it a 1 out of 3 for concept.
Okay.
I think the music video was very bad. Blow Your Minds was good, but it was just behind the scenes stuff from their show, so like I didn't really think it was worth giving it a lot of points for that. I think the choreo was boring. Like, yeah, just overall the concept was not good. So I gave it a 7 overall. Jacob gave the music, oh god, Facebook, why? Jacob gave the music a 6.5 out of 7. And gave a concept a 2.5 out of 3. We don't know where that came from. So he gave it a 9 out of 10 overall.
Did Cube like randomly like meet up with Jacob and be like, "Hey, we need you to give a good score"?
So yeah, I'm not sure, but he left some overall thoughts. But he said G-I-DLE has come out with a fantastic mini album that, while doesn't quite match up to their first, I think is certainly worthy of being its successor. Every song on this mini could easily be a single I would be happy with. I'm very happy that G-I-DLE has stayed so consistent in their quality, and out of all the brand new girl groups from last year, I think they're easily the most promising as far as my tastes go. Awesome mini, well done.
Cooper's score was a 6 out of 7 for music and a 1 out of 3 for concept, with an overall score of 7 out of 10. Mine. So it rounds about to a 7.5, 7.25 rounds up.
It's 7.25, so round it up. Which I think is a good spot for this album. It would be a much higher score if the concept was much better. So that's like most of our points are in music, which I agree with. So,
but I mean, when the choreography of your single makes Dala Dala look like the greatest choreography on the face of the planet, like that's saying something. So you got to do better, I-DLE. I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean, but like I expect a lot of you guys. So, what are your thoughts on the?
Also, I wasn't here for the ITZY review, but Dala Dala is fantastic. So
I like it. I like it way more than Senorita, so that says something. What are your thoughts on I Made? What were your thoughts on Senorita or Blow Your Mind? What was your favorite single, or which was your favorite single? Which was your favorite album track? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What would you rate it? I guess I'm stealing Anthony Fantano's stick now, but are we completely wrong about everything? Do you agree with us entirely and expect more out of G-I-DLE? Please let us know in the comments below.
Like, a lot of the times, loud songs are hype. Like, especially a lot of like Monsta X songs.
That's their bread and butter.
This one just seems like noisy, and it doesn't translate to hype, in my opinion. So like it kind of fell a little flat for me. But I do see like